Before I leave this wizard tower, it kind of looks like I should be able to jump down here and make my way perhaps all the way down to the bottom, where there seems to be some sort of stuff. Perhaps the treasure that we need that vault key to get to. So I'm thinking about maybe getting...
Oh, I have the magic touch.
Gale to cast... Featherfall. Which apparently doesn't even use a spell slot. And then I want to see if we can just kind of jump down here. Hey, it works. Path is interrupted. Okay, there's a... I'm gonna go to turn-based because Featherfall doesn't last forever.
Nasty surprise. Caution is warranted here.
What are you referring to?
Looking ahead. What's cooking?
Karlach can't do anything. Where is this nasty surprise?
Which way to the nearest library?
Are you referring to? We're in the nearest library.
I'd better be careful not to trigger that thing.
Oh, there's a nasty surprise. Okay, cool.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
So, God, this is so... Getting the camera to work so that I can actually do these jumps is quite an ordeal. Karlach is in the way. Karlach, you gotta move.
Well, well.
There is work to do.
I gotta get Tavi down here. The path is interrupted, it says. Why? This is sort of a difficult challenge.
I've got a long road ahead.
I mean, it's not difficult, it's just annoying. The way you have to do it in this game. That's the issue. Platforming, turn-based platforming, I have to say,
Come on, let's go.
is not the most fun thing I have ever experienced. Watch out for the gas pit.
At the ready.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
Why don't you stay
worry,
behind,
despite everything.
Shadowheart, in case something really terrible happens. Ah, we made the jump. And now we can disarm this gas pit with our turn. It's a DC 10 check. We are still experiencing Rapture, so we have tons of bonuses. We rolled a 22 on a DC 10 check. And what's this? Something has been revealed to us. Okay, let's exit turn-based mode and see if Shadowheart can jump down here. Shadowheart cannot jump down here.
A long way to go still.
Shadowheart's just standing there like a big dummy. There we go.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
Okay. Now. Security. There's a chest. There's a weave button. It feels like maybe this is not the right way to go. But what is this below plaque?
Below.
It just says below. It's a puzzle, isn't it? It's a weave button.
Don't waste a step.
Clean up is what this says.
Nasty surprise. Caution is warranted here.
Good thinking, Gale. Even with a 5, we still end up with a 17 to disarm another trap. Does this go all the way down to the main floor? Is my question. A wizard's task list. Oh, there's another gas pit to disarm. Still rolled good enough. Tasks for which I require aid. Sweeping out the main hall, removing Ramazith's personal effects from my chambers, placing such valuable tomes as the Annals of Karsus in the Karsus Vault for safekeeping, et al. If Miklor cannot handle such simple matters, I ought to replace him with an animated armor or two. Poor Miklor's dead now. The Annals of Karsus in the Karsus Vault. So we need to find the Karsus Vault. Where would we find such a thing? I wish I could, like, move the camera so I could see what's down below here. It looks like there's some armor there. And there's a staff there, protected by some stuff. There's a barricade right there. Do I have light? Doesn't feel like I have very much light going on here. That's because I don't have very much light.
Vaults.
Vaults, it says. Huh. There's a lot of things that look like buttons around here. What happens if we press a weave button?
Let's see. Be wary.
Oh. We're in a Sorcerous Vault, and that sure looks like a display case. And also, Tavi is by herself. And also, how the hell do we get back out again? There's a door. Okay, the journal updated for some reason. We were teleported to the Sorcerer Sundries vaults via a magical button in Ramesses Tower. Now we need to find the Annals of Karsus. Well... Oh. I mean, I feel like it's right there. It's a big red thing. Can we try to disarm it? Lockpick it?
Me trouble now.
DC 20, and I don't have Shadowheart with me, but I do have a Rapture bonus. But we rolled a 2. We're not getting it with a 2. Let's try another Thieves' Tool. We're not getting it with another 2 either. And another Thieves' Tool. Three 2s in a row. For a 14 each time. How about a 4th try with Thieves' Tools? There's an 11. That should be good enough, except I rolled a 1. I rolled a 1 on the Rapture, and I ended up with a 19 instead of a 20. I got 2 Thieves' Tools left. Here's the first one. I rolled an 8. I rolled a 6 on Rapture. That is enough to get us a 21 to open the case. And inside, I feel like this is going to blow up and kill me. It's the Red Knight's final stratagem. It's not the right book. Before her time as an exarch of Tempest and goddess of strategy, the Red Knight was a paladin most devout. She toured armies the world over as both student and teacher, and thus was she elevated by Tempest to her current status. These pages contain that of her which was left on the material plane after her ascension.
Quite some valuable knowledge hidden between these pages.
Oh, we can get a scroll of artistry of war. Summon the apparitions of 6 master strategists. Each apparition strikes a target of your choosing, dealing 8 to 18 force damage on a hit. Damn! A very rare scroll. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take the book, too. But the question is, where's the rest? Okay, there's some miscellaneous potions and stuff. Can we get things with a mage hand? How do we get these things? Acorn truffle. How do I get to that door? I guess I can jump. And open the door. This feels like something I should not be doing alone. Shadowheart, why don't you come with me?
The mission has to come first.
Or Gale, why don't you come with me? Yes. I got one of them, Gale. Perhaps you can help me get the others.
At least things have stayed interesting.
There's a chest. How do we open these things? There's a big lever. I'm going to quick save. This feels like it's very trapped. Oh, look, it's a portal. God only knows where that portal
One day I'll
goes.
catch a break.
Wow, 2 people failed perception checks. That's great. I don't like the look of that. Scroll of Wall of Stone. Crate with some alchemical stuff. A scroll of Otto's Irresistible Dance.
Storage and sorting of scrollwork, parchment, and tomes.
Huh, it must be here somewhere. Or maybe it's not here somewhere. A scroll of fly. That could be very convenient. But wait, what's over here? Wait, that's where we came from. We need to open this door. And there's an autosave, which I don't like. I don't like the sound of an autosave. That makes me think the rest of the party should also join them.
There is work to do. Better take a look.
Don't leave me behind, soldier.
Let's get on with it. Got to keep moving.
Assuming we don't need to open these chests. They're both locked, so I gotta get Tavi to do that.
Better get to it.
Oops. Nope. Whoa! They just walked right across the middle. Carlette, can you not stand there? Carlette,
What's the story?
can you not stand there where you might fall?
Let's move.
Quick saving, opening the door.
Never wanted the easy path.
More chests.
No entry to vaults. Trespassers will be disintegrated. Master Leroican.
I mean... He said we needed a vault key, but I feel like... Surely we should be able to disarm whatever traps are here.
Can't keep me out.
We'll get guidance. Don't even need it. 33. Okay, yeah, this looks... really dangerous. Silver Hand. What is Silver Hand? There's doors on the left and right. There's a lever. This feels like something bad's gonna happen.
Carefully. There's a trap.
Let's avoid that trap.
Lots of traps.
Interesting vault. Perhaps it hides something of value.
I mean, yeah.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
Yeah, I think you might be right. But we've disarmed one trap. This door leads to Elminster. Lockpicking impossible. Huh. Let's disarm this trap. Success. And let's disarm this trap. Gale, do you have any ideas on how we should open these things? Do you have any keys, Gale? Silver Hand. Why does this not feel... Something about this just feels so wrong. I'm gonna click on the door, Silver Hand.
Be cautious.
Better be careful not to trigger that thing.
It has taken us to a different location full of more traps. Can we disarm these? Again, we can simply walk on top of the invisible floor. So we'll just disarm all the traps, disarm all the plates. This feels like a... Whoa, I thought I was gonna walk on top of it. Feels like a little bit of excess work that I don't really enjoy doing. Easily done. So the quest is leading us toward the transmutation door. The quest marker. So I guess that's where we should go. But now we're back where we started from.
Here we go.
So we can either go to illusion, evocation, or abjuration doors. And we don't know which is which. Oh good, they all... It's a maze thing, isn't it? So Silverhand. So Illusion just took us back to the start. Transmutation took us back to the start. Let's go Evocation.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
Okay. Evocation is where we went to. We're standing on
No one back home will ever believe
top
this.
of a trap. Okay. Which means I can't disarm it. Because I can't right-click on it. Because Gale's standing on it. That's cool. There's a lever.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
Yeah. I can see that. This place is just... I'm gonna be spending the next hour just disarming traps, is basically what's gonna be happening here. Uh-oh. No, still got it. And there's one there. There's also a lever here. But I didn't get that one, though.
My faith will guide me. Best avoid that trap.
There's
Time
the
to
one we
rest.
didn't perceive. But then, yeah, there's still that one. Gale, can you step off of there,
Elminster's not around,
perhaps?
so might as well.
Maybe you should drop something. How about drop your simple boots onto the ground there? So that it... Yeah, there we go. Now we gotta figure out which way to go. Can Tavi
Alright, what
disarm that yet? Nope. It's undisarmable. Okay, so invulnerability, foresight, or gate. How about foresight? Let's try
Do
foresight.
not be cursed.
Foresight takes us back to the beginning. Okay, so Silverhand. Evocation. Let's try invulnerability. Is wrong. Silverhand. Evocation. And gate must be the right one then. Unless... Oh, there's one behind us, though, that says wish. Huh. Okay, so that took us back a step. Gate took us back one step. What's in the wish door? Where there's a lever right next to it. I don't see any books. But I do see some traps.
Light on my feet. Be wary. This place is trapped.
Yep. You know, when you're making a game, I've always said, when something is not very fun the first,
Best avoid that trap.
second, or third, or 10th time, definitely make players do it 100 times. Rolling these dice is not... It's kind of cool the first few times you do it, but then you're like, okay, just give me the result, please.
Unlock hereby the path to the Elminster Vault.
Huh. Okay. If you say so. Seems like an excessively difficult... Oh, look. The floor has disappeared, I think. So where did the Elminster Vault go? It was way back at the beginning, I think. Nope, the invisible floor is still there. The Oh, okay. So this is open now. The Elminster Vault is open. And inside is... nothing? There's a door. Aha! There's another display case with a book in it. Let's check the book first.
Wonder what's past this.
Is it the right book? DC 20 lockpick check. 14 is good enough. It's the Tharkeite Codex. The pages are covered in esoteric symbols and strange runes, some indecipherable, but some strangely familiar. Your eyes are drawn to one page describing a long-lost book. The Necromancy of Thay. There are secrets of life and death known only to the Red Wizards. Committing such secrets to parchment is a risk they are loath to take, lest the unworthy gaze upon them. Who better, then, to guard their secrets than the spirits of the jealous dead themselves? To look upon the Necromancy of Thay is to risk madness at the hands of its spirits. But the wise traveler who can tread the line between life and death will find knowledge witnessed by precious few mortals. The rest of the entry details the precautions and risks associated with reading the text, but lays out a clear path to unraveling the secrets contained in this tome. Neat. Your constitution score is reduced by 5 while cursed by the Tharkeite Codex's warped arcana. Whoops. Well, that's not cool. I didn't ask for that. Scroll of Disintegrate. Very rare. 50 to 100 damage. Whoa.
What's hiding here?
Alchemical ingredients. No books that we want, though. A Pyro Quickness Hat. Very rare. When you deal fire damage with a leveled spell, you burn yourself and gain an additional bonus action this round. Well, that's just what mages need, an additional bonus action. The thing that they never ever use. And some gold. Okay, well that was something. Not exactly what I was looking for, but I guess we're trying to open the Karsus door to get to the Karsus book. So off to the Silver Hand we go again. And evocation. Well, how do we get... We went everywhere. Let's go to the gate door again. Because it feels like this might change the outcome of this. We're going to go gate illusion. Takes us back to the beginning. Oh, there's another gas pit there that I did not notice. Which I'm gonna disarm. Gas pits everywhere around here. Silver Hand. Abjuration. That doesn't go anywhere, right?
Be wary. This place is trapped.
Abjuration does go somewhere. Okay. So nobody move, because we're standing on another plate, it looks like. Gale, don't move.
Seek and you shall find me.
Gale, drop something on the ground. Drop a quarterstaff onto the ground there.
Never a dull moment.
While Tavi goes around disarming gargoyle heads. We'll get guidance, but probably don't need it. That's one.
Another step forward. Watch how you go. There's a trap.
That's two.
Trap. Be cautious.
That's three.
Step carefully. There's a trap.
And that's four. I'm gonna guess we can go through this door, the silver door, just like the other side. Yes, there's another lever.
Step carefully.
Oh God.
There's a trap.
Good job, Tavi. Step too far.
No one stopped me yet.
Okay, that's better.
Unlock hereby the path to the Karsus Vault.
That's what we want. Gale, I think we're gonna find your book.
Dame Aylin has little to feel sorry about. The Roakan would have inflicted a far worse fate on her given the chance.
Yep.
I wasn't expecting it, but I'm glad to have some company on this journey.
I don't get it. What's got Dame Aylin so down? I, for one, am delighted Leroican got what was coming to him.
Perhaps revenge isn't as sweet as it seems. Well, I am too, but Dame Aylin has endured a great deal. She must be tired of killing evildoers.
I don't know. Well, isn't that what a paladin of Saluna does? Hope that good old Aylin holy fervor returns to her soon. I don't like to see her looking so lost.
Well, perhaps you can turn to Shaw. Perhaps Shadowheart can instruct her in the ways of Shar. Okay, now how do we get out of here? The quest marker is pointing me to the demon door, which seems ominous. But let's
see what this does.
do it anyway. And it worked. We have gotten... The Karsus door is open. The books of Karsus must be here. Somewhere. There's a book. The Annals of Karsus. Look for traps, everybody. And a great axe +1. If something blows up the book, and a gold chalice and a scroll of dethrone. Magus, be warned. Magus, however you pronounce that word. I'm going to quick save in case I touch something and the book blows up the book.
The Annals of Karsus. The preamble to a civilization's downfall, committed to parchment by the very hand that wrought its destruction. If the crown atop the Elder Brain was truly forged by Karsus himself, this book will confirm it. All we have to do is turn the page.
Gale, I think you should have this book. Gale approves.
That devil Raphael was telling the truth. There's no doubt. The crown of Karsus is what's controlling the Elder Brain. And this is no mere journal. It contains Karsus's original plans for the crown's construction. His designs for godhood.
I mean, the design for self-destruction, more like. Didn't this crown kill Karsus?
Not exactly. It was what he did with it that sealed his fate, and, for a time, that of magic itself. The crown was merely the means. The book states that the crown and netherstones were originally one construct, seemingly sundered at the moment of Karsus's downfall. If we can collect the crown's setting and the 3 netherstones, and with the correct invocation of certain spells and gestures detailed in these notes, I think I could reforge it.
Well, that's... I mean, you think? I mean, what happens if you fail, Gale?
Well, there'd be risk in such an endeavor, but only proportionate to the reward. Just think of it. The power of the gods in mortal hands at last would be free of doctrine and dogma, confined only by the limits of our imaginations. I promise you, the gods will never grant us such a blessing, no matter how much we worship and adore them.
And you think Mystra will let you do this?
I don't know. Ao does not look kindly on gods meddling in mortal affairs. She may have no choice but to stand by and let events unfold. Even with the fate of the world at stake, she had little more to offer me than the means of blowing myself up at a more convenient time. She's done nothing to help us. Mystra wanted the brain obliterated because of this crown. She fears a world in which such power is beyond her control. ready to be claimed by Karsus' successor.
Or... And you believe yourself to be that successor? I thought you were past this kind of temptation, Gale. You know exactly where this overreaching leads.
Neither of us can know what truly may be if we don't at least try. Potential is nothing in itself. Just a fleeting dream unless we drag it into the waking world. Please, at least think on it. Powerful as he was, Karsus lacks some advantages I can lay claim to. I know Mystra intimately, and I carry a fragment of the weave itself within my body. Karsus achieved many things, but he never managed that. A long road lies ahead before the crown comes into our possession. All I ask for now is that you do not dismiss this possibility out of hand. Please, at least think on it.
Well... You're a convincing man, Gale. The crown sounds promising.
I'm glad you can recognize this for the opportunity it is. Nevertheless, not a step to take lightly. It's our future that I'm thinking of. Can't rely on anyone else to do it for us. For now, we've learned all we can. Whatever comes of this, we cannot allow the crown to be reforged in Raphael's image. A devil wielding the might of Karsus. It would be the end of everything.
But he promised. We also got a scroll of dethrone. Shred a foe's very essence by pulling on strands of the weave. Does 30 to 80 necrotic damage. Another very rare scroll. I will accept this scroll. And I will accept the other scroll of dethrone that's sitting here too. Magus, be warned. It is a great paradox among our kind, who so value the art of learning, that we believe ourselves ever cannier than the ones who came before. If envy is the disease of the artist, hubris is that of the wizard. Though I fear my warning will fall on deaf ears, I will say it again. The closer a wizard creeps to the domain of the divine, the closer oblivion creeps with him. I thought myself an equal to Mystra, and devised a plan to make myself her equal. I would pluck one strand of weave and contain it within an amulet I spent the better portion of my years devising. How regret instantly heaved itself upon my head. I was trapped within the amulet instantaneously, and passed around from collector to curio hall for the better part of a millennium. Only now that I am freed, with barely the strength to hold my quill, can I leave this final warning as testimony. Oh, so Karsus is around somewhere. And there's a gold chalice too. Maybe he's in the gold chalice. There's a great axe, a glaive +1, and a gilded chest. What else we got over here? Gold ingot we'll send to camp. A Maragon halberd, okay. A foe breaker maul. A lethal weapon. This weapon ignores bludgeoning resistance. When you miss an attack, you deal 1 bludgeoning damage anyway. Whoa. That certainly sounds like it should go to Karlach. I don't see any reason to pick up these magic weapons. I guess we can pick them up and sell them. A scroll of sunbeam. Scrolls of mundane spells we already have. Scroll of flesh to stone. Scroll of fire shield, wall of stone, and fly. In fact, Gale.
Excellent choice.
You're not carrying that much. Pick up all these weapons so we can sell them. We're looting your pal Karsus's vault of everything he owns.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
And are we done now?
Don't waste a step.
Can we figure out how to get into these things? Can Tavi... Oh, we can just walk over and unlock them. Okay.
A couple turns should do it.
I didn't realize. Oils and elixirs. I guess we don't need a vault key after all to get into this place. Ah, potions of superior healing to replace the ones we used up in the fight. Handy. There's a couple more chests over here I haven't gotten to. Alchemical ingredients of no
Anything of use?
particular interest. Probably good for something, but I don't know what. And a scroll of Otto's irresistible dance. Very rare. And I think we might be done. Finally, we might be done looting this guy's vault. Did we miss anything? Probably. I didn't get these little gilded chests over here. Can we walk over there? Oh, okay. Yeah, we can just walk over here and get these too. Gems. And some gold. And Tavi is officially encumbered. What can we do to disencumber her? Send a gold chalice back to camp. She's got too many black leather outfits now. The rune powder bomb weighs 32 pounds. Good grief. Karlach should have that. I'm guessing that now we just take this portal and leave. I'm going to quick save.
Seems simple enough.
Oh. Hey, we're back behind, Huh? I think we're... Yes, we're in the secret room. Are we going to be attacked if we leave here? There's a note from Vompner. Miklar, as you refuse to speak to me following the incident with the three-eyed man, I have no choice but to make my request in writing. Master Master Loroacan instructs you to bring his newly acquired lamp, the one with the djinn, to the vault, and store it behind the protective wall. It is far too dangerous to be left on display in the shop proper. Vompter. There's an officious note. Miklar, Master Loroacan has requested his tome of divination spells be brought to the basement. He must focus without interruption in order to see the unseen. Since you refuse to speak to me since the incident with the ape, I have no choice but to make my requests in writing. Vompner. Oh, there's the Sorcerer Sundries basement chest. Oh, there's a basement chest key. Okay. An alternative perspective of the weave. I think we've seen that. For the stout and sturdy, a parchment. Adventurers wanted for perilous and profitable quest. Master Loroacan, I don't think I've pronounced that right yet. The Arcanist of Athkatla, the Recluse of Ramazith's Tower, seeks brave and enterprising individuals to delve treacherous temple and recover storied artifact, the Night Song, for preservation in Baldur's Gate. Only stout of heart and keen of mind need apply. Fame, glory, and incredible fortune assured. Wonder what he would have given me if we'd actually turned her over. According to standard wisdom, the weave is comprised of the body of Mystra, or the domain of Mistral, the threads connecting all of creation to the source of magic itself. I posit to the intrepid reader that the truth is far more fascinating. The weave as we know it is not invisible at all. No, certain among us, whom I call seers, can sense the true nature of the weave as an incredibly fine but highly physical and edible substance left in our realm by spacefaring giants called immortums several eons ago. Each time we wield this power, creatures called weave devils consume these strands of weave, and their excrement is a powerful force we call magic. I know this will shock many readers, but I only deliver the facts as I know them, and as the esteemed wizarding community wants to keep from you. An alternative perspective of the weave. Well, what do you think of that, Gale?
How can I help?
It's a...
Set foot in a restricted area. A swift exit may be in order.
Ruh-roh. How did that happen? I'm so sorry. I thought this was the way to the latrines. I'll be off then. Goodbye. I'm going to quick save. Oh. Okay. Well, somehow we,
I simply must have it.
Somehow we got ejected. And nobody's attacking us. Okay, cool. Cool. I think we should just leave before we get in trouble. Oh, look who's here. Mr. Elminster.
Elminster?
Oh, hello, my boy. No, don't mind me. I'm just enjoying a lungful of Baldurian air. Yes, a distinctive aroma, though perhaps not one worthy of bottling. Tell me, what curiosities have you and your companions discovered within the walls of this esteemed emporium?
You know, you don't seem all that surprised to see Gale alive and well.
I trusted he would be sensible enough to exercise caution in this matter and to seek the truth. By now, you are aware of the evil we are up against. Karsus' pestilent crown, the very tool with which its eponymous creator unmade an empire and magic itself. Perhaps now you understand what is at stake here, my boy. Though what Mystra asked of you was extreme, it was not without merit, nor demanded lightly.
What are you saying? Or rather, what are you not saying?
Mystra knows you defied her, Gale. Well, of course she knows. She's Mystra. She bids you come to her holy shrine in the Stormshore Tabernacle. There, she will grant you an audience at last.
Whoa. Well, you should meet her, Gale. She might be able to help us. Sounds good to me. Gale can tell her exactly what's coming when we get our hands on the crown. You really think Mystra will be willing to hear Gale out?
I see remaining optimistic is my duty, especially when I'm not the one being asked to do the seemingly impossible. Trust in yourself. Trust in the weave. If you are willing, trust in Mystra. There is a conclusion yet to be written in this sorry tale, Gale of Waterdeep. And yours is the quill that will write it.
Oh, bye, Elminster. We stole some of your stuff from a vault named after you. Hope you don't mind.
So all it took to get Mystra's attention was to learn how to reforge an artifact that once destroyed her. It's obvious when you stop to think about it.
What do you think she wants to say?
Well, I doubt it's an apology for asking me to die on her behalf. Whatever it is. If it's important enough to send Elminster, we can be damn sure she's serious. This is a conversation that's long overdue on both sides. I owe it to her to hear her out. Come what may afterwards.
I agree. I suppose it's time we headed for the Stormshore Tabernacle.
After you.
I don't remember how to get there. I feel like it's very... Oh, there it is, right there. Can we get there without anyone interrupting us? Alright, here we go. See if we can get there without anybody attacking us. And wrap up this little mini arc. I'm walking past a bunch of areas that I haven't really explored yet, which is somewhat irritating, Gale. I hope you're happy.
That's just...
The Elmstone Tavern. I wonder if my old things are still there. They could be of use to me.
Not only that, have you any idea how to do such a big job?
Wait, where's the temple? I've lost the temple. Oh, there it is. No, it's right in front of us.
Baldur's Gate, you do not mouth off to the flaming fist.
We'll have to go back to the Elf Song Tavern sometime. I still think we have about 1,000,001 things to do.
A long way from Waterdeep.
Gale, you're leading this.
Stormshore Tabernacle.
May it please Mystra.
There she is. She looks like she's ready to talk. Gale, I hope you're prepared for this.
There she stands, just as Elminster promised. Mystra, goddess of the weave, mother of all magic.
The old man wasn't lying. She's opened the summoning channel. Can't you feel it?
Gale's right. The very air around the statue crackles with magic. It sets your teeth on edge.
A stream of pure, undiluted weave. I only have to reach out, and it will carry me to Mystra, wherever she may be.
Go on then, Gale. We'll be here waiting for you when you're finished.
Time was, I'd have given my right arm for a chance to speak with Mystra again. The left one, too. Maybe a knee.
You're ready for this, Gale, I think. Good luck.
Am I?
Yeah?
You're right. I am a strong, capable wizard. And this is no more than a casual reunion with an ex-lover. My omnipotent, omniscient ex-lover. I always wonder what being nervous would feel like. I hate it.
Well, of all the things to be nervous about, an audience with a goddess does seem reasonable.
You're kind to say so, but this is hardly my first time in Mystra's presence. It's more the matter of what I'm going to say to her. During my time locked away in Waterdeep, I prepared a quite comprehensive speech for her on the subject of our former relationship and the manner in which it ended. Alas, recent events have rendered the majority of it moot, so I'm going to have to improvise. Unless you have any words of wisdom to impart before I go.
Well, open with a joke. That always works. I would say don't give anything away, just find out what she has to say.
You'd make a fine three-dragon anti-player, you know? I think it's best I keep a cool head going into this. Approach it like a particularly high-risk round of three-dragon ante. I'll let Mystra show her flight, and then I can see how strong a chance we stand of winning the gambit. I'll only be gone for a matter of moments. The Outer Planes experience time quite differently to our own. Wait for me. Please.
Okay. Are we not going to get to see what happens?
Gale of Waterdeep, you look well.
As do you. But I assume we're not here solely to exchange compliments. So why am I here?
You discovered what lies at the heart of the Absolute, the crown of Karsus. And you disobeyed my instruction. Why?
Because you had no right to ask that of me. You cast me out. Remember?
You were my lover, my chosen. Yet still you know so little of me. The past cannot be undone with self-pity, nor can a future be forged. Only with the truth will you see the way ahead. The fragment of magic you tried to return to me was not of my creation. It was the Karsite weave. It is a corrupted, half-born magic, wrought in the brief moment Karsus ascended to godhood. It hungers for power, just as he did, and it can never be sated. You unleashed something that would consume all magic in existence, and yet you thought only of preserving yourself.
So that's what you're scared of. With the crown of Karsus reforged, I could take control of the Karsite weave.
You can no more control the Karsite weave than a weather vane could control a storm. That it entered your body and consumed no more than your powers was a miracle. But we will not be granted another. The only reason the orb sleeps is because I have allowed it to feed on the true weave. A temporary measure, but one that will not be enough to save us. With each day that passes, the Elder Brain threatens to become a new kind of god. Its worshippers, a scourge of soulless illithids. If you will not use the orb to end this abomination, then you must find a way to separate crown and host. When you've done this, you must surrender the crown of Karsus to me.
A great ask indeed. You've given me much to think on, as you always did.
So be it. Follow the needle of your own wisdom. We shall see how truly it leads you.
Someone else who wants the crown. Her statue doesn't quite look like her. Welcome back, Gale.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Back on mortal soil once more. I can't believe I saw it. After all this time.
How do you feel now that you've done it?
Relieved. Drained. Proud of myself for summoning the courage to go to her in the first place, and, if I'm being totally honest, a bit lightheaded. As if it wasn't enough to have seen her again. She didn't exactly summon me there for small talk. The Karsite weave. Within me this whole time. I knew the orb was no ordinary ball of magic before it to be Karsus's malignant creation. Gods! How did I not see that?
Well, it's all too easy to miss things when we're blinded by desire.
True enough. There's a reason such unwitting heroes have been the backbone of lyric and legend for as long as both have existed. Even so, I was hardly some naive apprentice at the time. I considered myself an archmage, and yet was fool enough to be mistaken for a common conjurer. At least now I'm armed with the truth, and Mystra's expectations. It sounds like the door to redemption is open at last. All I have to do is walk through it, carrying the crown of Karsus.
Is that what you want?
Perhaps. I see few other options open to me. If I ever want to reclaim those parts of myself the orb snatched away. If I ever want to be me again.
A better incarnation of you, I hope. Not the impulsive wreck who unleashed the orb in the first place. And what would you do then? What will you do afterward?
I don't know. It's been so long since I dared to imagine an end to the orb's hunger. But I start thinking about it, hadn't I? Imagine being able to picture one's life ending in something other than a cataclysmic explosion. What a treat. If I could promise you one thing in return for your faith in me, it's this. I will use everything in my power to ensure we defeat this evil. I will not let you down. Now, I believe we've a date with an Elder Brain to get to. Shall we?
Well, I think it's going to be a while before we get there, but I take your point. So... Yeesh. What? Why does it say we killed Dame Aylin despite all we did for her and Isobel? She can no longer help us in the final battle. What? We killed Isobel, yeah, despite all we did for her and Dame, she can, I mean... Isobel is great. Why didn't none of this stuff actually happen? I don't know where any of that's coming from. Dame Aylin better not be dead, is all I got to say about this. I'm very worried about that now, suddenly. I was about to wrap up, but now I'm like, So, on the Necromany of Thay, we've accessed the vault and the lower level of the Sorcerer's Sundries. And we did find the Tharkeite Codex, and I've been cursed by it. Loroakan is dead. The night song is safe from him. I mean, the journal is screwed up here, I think. Where's the wizards? Gale met with Mystra in the Outer Planes. She told him of the true nature of the orb, that it is a Karsite weave, a half-formed magic created by Karsus when he sought to become the god of magic. Mystra asked that Gale seize the crown and then return it to her in exchange, for which she will rid him of the orb. Claim the crown for himself, though, and the Karsite weave would answer to him. Choices. Or I could keep the crown for myself. I could betray everyone. I kind of want to pop back to the top of the tower to make sure Dame Aylin is still there. Yay, she's still here. She's not dead. She's fine.
I will return to camp shortly. I just need a moment to...
I think she's fine. I hope she's fine. She's acting very strange, though. Is she a doppelganger? Is she the doppelganger? That would be awful.
Mystra has forsaken Gale entirely. A crushing blow. But he is strong enough to persevere, I think.
We'll see.
Wow. So that was Mystra. Pretty spectacular stuff. But I think Gale was right not to agree to do her bidding, no questions asked. I respect the gods, but they don't always understand what they're asking of us. Maybe immortality makes it hard to know what it's like to be one of us piggies. Proud of Gale, though. It takes some man to hold his own in front of the divine.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, I think we're done here, and next time we'll probably go back to camp and do a long rest and see what happens there. Maybe the shapeshifter will show themselves. Who knows?